Yeah, yeah. What's up? What's up, good people? What's going on? This is your boy Sean Taylor. You are now in the No Judgment Zone with me, discussing topics with no judgments. Discussing topics with no judgments. I got my boy Brandon Lampley on my co-host for the day. He's on the horn. He's on the horn with me. We was chopping it up, talking about them bummed up, them jacked up decisions these Jaguars are doing. But that's another subject. Brandon
Yeah.
and Mr. Reed went in on them, and I had to chime in. I had to go in a little bit because I'm like, man,
Yeah.
what are these dudes doing? Somebody call somebody.
Hey,
What are these
go to
dudes
my
doing?
go to my page and check it out. Y'all got to see that show from last
Yeah,
night.
if you didn't see Brandon Lampley last night, him and Mr. Reed, John Reed, Candy Conversation. If you didn't see his show last night, please go see,
Gotta go
tune
see
in
that.
to that content. Very good content, man. I was all over that joint because them boys was on fire last night and they was talking about some real stuff. But back to the subject at hand. We are talking about the title of today's podcast is chemistry or biology or chemistry, whichever one you want to put first. So again, before we dive into our show, listen, like the show's title is, it's the no judgment zone. I don't know if some people missed that. No
Yeah.
judgment zone means no judgments. We are talking about topics with no judgments. This straight, just going in and just talking about different perspectives. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. So there's no drama. There's no Sean Brandon think they right or what. Listen, man,
Right.
listen. We want and we invite all comments, the likes. Please subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Listen, we like y'all to get in tune with us, man, and to comment, man, because we want to hear what y'all got to say. We're not going to judge your comments. We will say how we feel about it, but we're not going to judge you or tear you down or condemn you to hell just
Right.
because you think different from me or Brandon. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's all relative and it's all good. So now, chemistry and biology was a thing I couldn't stand in high school, and that's the book smart, well, the book sense of it, the educational sense of chemistry or biology. But then you have on the flip side of that coin the life stuff of
Mhm.
chemistry and biology. So when you break it down in the life form, it's chemistry, which comes from the mental connectivity, and then you got the biology, which is all this.
Mhm.
You got the physical sense of the biology. So for me, I'm a give you a little. I'm gonna give you a little. I'm a segue into how I used to be when it came to chemistry or biology. To be perfectly honest, in my younger years, in my 20s, I didn't give a damn about no chemistry.
Yeah.
I All I cared about is that
Didn't care.
biology. I wanted that body right, that face right, them toes right. I ain't want one. I didn't want one toe bigger than the other toe. I ain't want big foot. I wanted small feet. I wanted hand nails done. I wanted it all. I wanted the hourglass figure. I wanted the small frame up top, the small waist in the middle, the hips and the butt, and the nice thighs. That's what I wanted. Now that was me thinking as a younger man.
Yeah.
Forget. I ain't even care if that babe can. I ain't care if that babe knew what. If that babe say, "Hey," if I asked her what's 4 plus 4, and that babe say Jello, I didn't care as long as she looked good. I didn't.
That's it. Yes.
I didn't care what her
Didn't care.
mindset was. I didn't care
Nope.
how many degrees she had. I didn't care if she even graduated from high school. As long as that babe looked good, that's all I used to care about. And this was the disconnect between me and Gwen. If you don't know who Gwen is, that was my mother. She used to always tell me, Sean, when are you going to bring me a woman who is average? All of them got nice figures, long hair, pretty from head to toe. And I was like, well, and my response, and I've talked about this before, posts and things of that nature. I say, Mom, I look good. She look good. So we match. And my mom constantly shook her head and she said, Baby, I'm gonna tell you this: you young, you don't know no better. You stuck on stupid. But if all you see and all you get out of a woman is her looks, this
Mhm.
is her words. These ain't mine. I wasn't that smart or wise at that time. She said, if all you see in a woman is the way her body looks, Sean, and the way her face look and her long hair, you got a lot to learn about women. And your road your terrain on this road is it's gonna be troublesome and it's gonna be rough. But you
Mhm.
got a lot until you get out of that shallow shell that you are in. You're going to have a lot of failed relationships because all you see is the outward appearance to a woman, and that's all you care about. And so, as a young man, you're talking to a 20-year-old man, 21-year-old man. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, of course, I didn't give her those gestures, but in my mind, I'm like, Mama, you crazy. I didn't say that out loud, but I thought that. I'm like, man, whatever, man. She got to be fine. I got to be seen with
Yeah.
in public with this chick. She got to be
Yeah.
fine. My boys ain't going to be laughing at me. She got to be fine. She got to be bad to death. She got to be hot. She got to be smoking. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, my perspective changed. B, man, why don't you go ahead and creep up to that mic like a phantom and tell the people what you feel about that.
I agree with all of that. 'Cause,
Right,
I agree with every single word that you just said. Because
right.
back in the day, I was MC Hammer, pumps in a bump, pumps in a bump. We like the girls with the pumps in a bump. That was me. That was me. She got a dunk. Hey. Anaconda don't want none
Bump
if
in
you
the
ain't got
bump,
no
bump
buns.
in the bump.
Pump in the bump. Dog. I mean, that was it. Dude, she could
Yeah,
look like a pit bull in the face. Cause I ain't really her chicks being fine and cute. I done been with fine and cute girls. You know, it's whatever. You know, it's an aesthetic thing. But dog, she had that dunk. We could get down. It didn't matter. She like a German Shepherd in the face. As long as she had a dunk, we could get down.
Whoa.
But but yeah, that's just how it was. But you know, men are visual, and
Right.
you in that testosterone fog early on. You know, I got young men that I know who in that fog now. You know, got my brothers, they in that fog now. Where
Right.
kind of like, you know, it's just your sole focus. You focused on that, you focused on getting that. And it has become a detriment to your life as you focus on that. Yeah. And then and one of the detriments of being in that fog is you go for biology and don't understand chemistry just yet. And it's only because you're young and you don't know. Because once you
Exactly.
get chemistry is knowing that, hey, it's chicks who, hey, she may not be the best looking, but she's nice, she's sweet, and for whatever reason, y'all click. And it's just
Right.
what it is. That's what it is. You know, a lot of dudes are so enamored with the really, really fine woman, the hot chick, the bad bitch, the IG model, however you want to call it. They're enamored with that. And what they don't realize it's just the way she looks. That's all. Because in your mind, you're thinking, this is what your biology is telling you. This is what your eyes telling your biology. Your eyes telling your biology is she looks good, so it's going to be a good experience. That's
Mm.
not the case. That
Mm.
is not the case.
Boy, you didn't go there on them, did you? Oh my
Oh
God.
yeah, we got to go there today
B, you
because
just opened up a whole new can of worms. But I'm gonna let you finish, man, because that's a good one. Keep
yeah.
going. Yeah.
So as far as the biology is concerned, you find out that chemistry chemistry is much stronger, man. Chemistry is much stronger than biology. Biology is something that's just, you know, it's just what we're hardwired to do. You know, it's kind of like see ball, get ball. It's just kind of like what it is. But
Mm.
as far as chemistry, it's something that, you know, you got to find it out. You got to figure that out a little bit over time. You find out, man, we got chemistry and we really click. But hey, like I said, especially young men don't know. Yes, she's fine, but I can't tell you how many times dudes, hey, guys been comparing notes, and the consensus is out on fine women is that a lot of them they just lay there. Starfish sex. This is what they're giving you. They just laying their arms out, legs out, and they just laying there, and they're so fine that you humping away. You, oh man, it's so great, and it's just because of how they look. It's just because of how they look. Now you go get this plain Jane ironing board with the medium face, and you know she gonna be swinging like Tarzan from the ceiling fan. I mean, it's a different experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a different experience. Well, I'm gonna let you go ahead, man.
This boy, you crazy boy. So here's shoot, this dude right here. Listen, y'all, man, listen. Brandon is dead on point when he talked about, you know, the biology, the difference between the biology and the chemistry. For me, I'm right there with you, B, because I went through stages. In my early 20s, I'm like, everything had to be right. She had to have the pretty face, the long hair, certain skin tone, the small waist, small frame up top, and the big booty and the nice thighs. I mean, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I was like Pookie in New Jack City. Man, the booty just be calling me. I mean, I was a fiend. I was sorry. I was a fiend for the booty. I was just a fiend for the booty. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I went through the stage that you talked about, B, that I didn't care if she looked like Marmaduke in her face or a sea hag, as long as that body was right. I was straight with that too as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I can work with that. I can smash as well. You know, okay, I can do it because that body had to be right. But as I got older, I realized that mental connection, boy, when that thing is on, it is on, and it makes everything, even things that you may not be too appealing to you, everything is good because when you got that conversation at some point and you're on that conversation connection, and then you got that, you know, that thinking, you guys got you ain't got to have I don't think a relationship where or things between a man and woman, everything has to be compatible, but you guys can you guys can be you can have some different thoughts on some things, but then again, you know, some things you guys are compatible when it comes to your thinking. But man, that biology is so huge between a man and a woman. I mean, not biology, I'm sorry, chemistry. It is so huge between a man and a woman that biology, because biology over a course of time, man, things can happen. A person can get sick. Um, something, you know, something, life stuff can happen to where that biology of that person, I mean, she can go through some hormonal issues. She can have a surgery she bounced back from. And then that biology of that woman, it changes. Okay. That figure, that hourglass Coca-Cola bottle shaped figure, she no longer has it. It's kind of like a 2 liter type, you know, whatever. But the thing about it is that when you have that mental connection, it doesn't matter if she gains weight or loses weight. That mental connection is going to keep that spark going. You know, now I'm not saying that to just say, okay, all right, it's okay to just let yourself go and not care about how you look. That's not what I'm saying. So let's not get that misconstrued. But what I am saying is that the mental connection, the chemistry is way more important than the biology. And as I got older, and I used to say something, I said, man, I got to stop saying that because my mom heard me. My mom heard me over talking, saying that, okay, I'm giving average looking chicks a chance. Now she said, boy, don't say it like that. Sean, don't say it like that. You know how crass that sounds? That's how harsh that sounds. You now you she was like, now you what? You going, I mean, you just giving mercy on people and you know, just a mercy relationship? No, Sean, don't say it like that. Sean, that sounds really harsh. You don't want to say you giving average chicks a chance. No.
I mean to interrupt you, but just what you said, Sean, that's how women, a lot of the modern woman feels when she's dating an average man. Like, oh, well, they feel like they're doing you a favor, dog. They feel like they're giving you a chance. They do. That superiority complex is real.
Let's
They
expound
do.
on that, B. Keep going with that, bro.
Dude, you see it all the time where they talk about the type of men or whoever they want, and they talking about, because like as far as chemistry, I never hear chemistry brought up. But women know how important chemistry is, but I never hear it brought up. They always talk about the physical and what to do, the biology, what he needs to look like, and what he needs to have. So if you're outside of those range, because of what they say, the let's say parameters, oh, he's got to be this tall, he's got to have this much money, he's got to look this way, and he's got to have this type of status and clout or whatever, social standing. He got to have some kind of social credit. Pre-selection is good if he's been pre-selected by a woman, which means he has children or he's married or in a relationship or has a rotation. You know, that's what they talk about. But when they have to deal with guys who are not in that top 20%, those top guys, who some guys the average everyday guy, dude, this dude, he could be making 60, 70K as a plumber, but she looks down on him because he's a blue collar worker, you know? So that they talk about, they don't talk about that with with women. It's all about that biology, and they feel like when it's an average guy that they're doing you a favor. They do. Wow. They do, because I 6'8" Chad or Tyrone just came through the other night. I guess I could let your normie behind take me on a date. That's the attitude. That's the attitude.
You really think women think like that, man?
Not all. And this, come on, let's preface that, people. Not all. Yeah, not all. But we're talking about the modern woman, especially the younger women. Oh yeah. Yeah, because now with the internet, and now with the internet connecting everybody, they got access to a man buffet. If you out here trying to rap to these chicks, you shouldn't lead with sex, because sex is not what she's looking for today, because it's at her fingertips. She can call it up like a piece of pizza. So I don't care who you are. That's not going to move the needle, because she can get that like that. She can have a conga line of dudes in and out the crib like that. I mean, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't move the needle. But a guy who has a certain lifestyle, who looks a certain way, carries himself a certain way, that man that all of them say they want, or whoever, whether you look like Jason Momoa or Idris Elba or whatever, those type of guys, yeah, they're going to give those guys a shot. But the average normal dude is like, well, I'm doing you the favor, so you need to cater to me. You need to kowtow to me, because I look this way, and you don't have this, and you don't meet these parameters. That's why, as an average dude, that's why when it comes to rejection, women get rejected by those top dudes. They can't handle rejection, because they don't get rejected that often, because they don't shoot their shot because they're scared. A lot of them. Now, some of them do not. Don't get twisted. Now, some women out there, they're aggressive with it too. They aggressive with it. They will shoot their shot. But majority of them don't. They feel like you as the man, even those guys I named, Sean, those guys that we just described, they feel like those guys, some of them feel like those guys, they doing them a favor too. Dude, you got the Heisman winning quarterback trying to take you on a date. You like, oh, you doing him a favor. Oh, okay. You are. Oh, you are? Oh, okay. All right.
Speaking of Jason Momoa, you won't have that Jason Momoa that you see in the movies, ladies. I'm gonna tell you why. Because Jason Momoa said out of his mouth, straight out right, on the Tonight Show, that he don't even like working out. So what you see in the movies, that's what you see in the movies. In real life, you will not see that. You will see dad bod Jason Momoa.
Yes, you will.
He gonna let you know straight up. If you looking for Aquaman Jason Momoa, he does not reside here. He only resides here if he's doing the movie. So you got like a small clip.
You better catch me when I'm doing the movie.
You better catch him when you're doing the movie, because after that, you got dad bod all year long, Jason Momoa. And I done seen him. Dad bod. I mean, he rocked that dad bod unapologetically.
Yeah.
He literally said, I can't stand working out. He hates it. He only do it because it's a part of his job. But it's a lot of actors like that, man. There's a lot of them that they really don't, they not into it, but they're doing it. And then you got some actors who they're diehards. They work out, like the Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is he's about it. He's all about that working out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that goes back to biology, Sean, because
Right.
the six packs is something that was not common, and it's not a common thing. That's
Right.
something that it's not easy to get. Number one, and it's not a common thing. But now, since the fitness industry is taking off, social
Right.
media is taking off. Now the dude got to have 6-pack abs. Now they want every dude with 6-pack abs. They try to sell you on the dad bod thing. It was like, well, no, we like dudes better with the dad bod. What they don't tell you is, Sean, is that we want you to come with the 6-pack, and then we want you to turn into a dad bod to fend off them winches from getting you. So you won't be sexy no more. That's what that is. They do it all the time. That's the plan. That the plan is for you to come in looking like twisted steel, and she gonna have you looking like a potato in a couple of years. So no chick don't come after you. That's how it goes, Sean. They sabotage.
Hey boy, I ain't heard that wenches since my grandma. Boy, you done dug back in the archives.
You gotta keep them chicks off.
Keep the wenches off you.
Especially if you're a man in demand and she know women like you. Oh, she gonna try her best to muddy you up. Like, no, this mine right here.
No, man, I gotta feed this joke again. I need you with that Mr. Potato look when you walk. I need you looking like looking like a whole I can't even talk this thing so funny. Looking like a roly poly.
Hey, I need you looking like a loaf of Hawaiian bread, all lumpy.
Hey boy, this thing funny to me, but it's so true though, man.
It's true, man.
So here's the thing: there's a thing out here, man, and it's on both sides. There are dudes out there, man, with dad bods who want, the chick that look like J-Lo, and then you got the chicks who looking like they not where they need to be, the Lizzos, and they want a Michael B. Jordan type. That's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work.
That's
on both sides.
That's on both sides of the coin. You got men who ain't in shape, want the woman to look like J-Lo, and the Lizzos who ain't in shape want them to look like Michael B. Jordan. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not how real life works.
Right.
But
you get somebody that's closer to your level, man. That's what it is. Whatever that level is, you went closer. And this other thing, the J-Los are cool. Like you say, J-Los are nice. But it's just a look, man, because what you're gonna find out too is women like that, highly attractive women, you got to pay maintenance, baby. You got to pay a cost. It ain't cheap to be a woman today. And if she's a woman that fine, she's being sponsored by somebody at some point. So let's say you meet a woman today who's 24 years old. She's highly attractive. She got on the little tights, the booty popping, got her hair down, looking real, real good, nice tan skin and all of that. Hey, driving something decent. She being paid by somebody. She's being bought and paid for right as we speak. You have to know that. So you rolling up on the chicks with some 90s living single game or some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air game, that's not gonna work. Money talk.
And boy, that tab is expensive. Hair done, nails done, toes done. I mean, it's a high tab, man. You got bills on top of bills. So my thing, man, look, listen. This is some real stuff that we talk about here, good people. I mean, this is real stuff. That biology and and I posted something. And if you did not catch that post, please go on my page and post it. You know what? I'm going to do you all a solid. Let me retort that post. I don't care if you fine as hell, you pretty as fuck. If your soul and your mind is trash, you still ugly than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's real talk right there.
That's real talk right there.
You got some bad ass females out here. I'm talking about so fine, just make you want to cry. When you see them, that your face is scrunched up and you be like, God damn.
Yeah.
but they soul and mind is straight trash, which
Yep.
makes them ugly as hell. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you will have women who will say the same thing. You got it's the same thing with men. You
Yeah.
know, so that soul and that mind connection, them things got to that the beauty. That's what you want.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when the soul that's on the inside and then the mind up here, when them things is just beautified, man, it just makes that person looks so much more attractive. Even if they are attractive, it makes them look like the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
You know, but because that soul and mind thing, they got to be right, man.
Oh,
Gotta be
and
right.
dude, and Sean, you can attest to this. You let them know, young man and young woman, anybody who watch this, going off biological connections is going to leave you empty
Oh,
because
all day,
there's nothing else there. Say, hey,
all
you're a
day.
young man, you just starting out, you want success with women, and you think that, man, I got to get more chicks. Yeah, go knock down 300 chicks, and I guarantee you, after the 300 chick, you're not going to feel any more fulfilled than the first one. It's just you're not.
Mm-mm.
No, that's
Uh,
biological connection. There's no,
mm-mm.
it's an empty feeling. It's nothing there. It's just biology. You come together, you do what you do, and then you split ways. You know, and what women, a lot of women are finding out, Sean, is that the way the dating game is set up is really set up for hookups. Is what the dating game is set up for today. It's like hookups. Chicks, they'll hook up with these dudes, and then they'll require these guys to take them on dates, and then they won't talk to these guys at all. It's kind of like the tiers of guys that they have, and the dudes who they hooking up with, who they really want, who don't have to talk, who don't have to take them out on dates, they just hooking up with them. And who's that benefit? That just benefits the guy. Because she's not getting nothing out of that deal.
Mm-mm.
She's not getting nothing out of that deal.
Mm-mm. Hey, speaking of not getting nothing out of that deal, you
Mm-hmm.
remember when Kevin said, "Hey, listen, y'all, please forget. Can you know, I'm gonna instead of what's the saying go? It's best to ask for forgiveness than permission. So I ain't gonna ask you for permission to say this, but it's like Kevin Samuel said about the dudes. He was talking about a dude. I think he was on the phone with a dude. He was like, "So, what do you have to offer a woman?" He was
Yeah.
like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What I got to offer?" He said, "Do you have a big dick?" He was like, "Well, it ain't small." Nigga, stop the bullshit. Do you have a big dick?
Mm-hmm.
Every man know if you got a big dick or not. Nigga, you can't even offer a woman a big dick. What she got?
Hey, he was making $1,100 a month, Sean.
I said, what?
He
I
was,
watched that thing a million times and was dying laughing. I said, that Kevin
and that's
Samuels
why
boy.
people
Wow.
like why y'all get
Wow.
mad with what he say about women when he was roasting the dudes first and nobody cared. I mean,
Roasting the hell out of dudes.
roasting the dudes and nobody cared. But as soon as he started,
Overcooking their ass pretty much.
yeah, because hey, dude was 5'10", 300 plus pounds,
Come
made
on,
less than
man.
$1,200 a month.
Come
And he's
on.
like, well, what do you have to offer? Ain't no woman supposed to be giving you no choosing signals. And you 5'10", 300, making $1,100 a month. And
Oh,
and
shit.
admittedly, you say you ain't packing. Like, what is the
Right.
allure? What's the draw?
What's the draw, baby?
And
What's
as
the
for young
draw?
men, if you ain't built like that, it doesn't matter what your biology is, young man. That's what young men have to understand. What your
Mm-hmm.
biology is and what you look like, that is not necessarily going to matter as far as what you're given and how you look, because that's just how you
Uh-huh.
look. What you can do, maximize that look. Whatever the look is, maximize it. So that means
Maximize
getting
it.
the body right,
Right.
hygiene, dressing right, keep trimmed up. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
get your finances right. Put some money in
Right.
your pocket, things like
Well,
that. And you build
mm-hmm.
yourself up and you will gain leverage as you make yourself more valuable. And that's where you as a man comes in, because it's not, you don't play the same game Pookie and Ray plays. You don't play the same game the varsity quarterback plays. You don't play the same game that the NBA prospect plays, because they playing a different game. They're on a
Right.
different field. Y'all
Right.
playing the same game, but they're on a different field. They're on the big boy field. You're not there yet. The only way you get to the big boy field is to do those things I told you to do. Get to the point like where Sean is right now. Sean plays on the big boy field. That's just what
Right.
it is. He's at that point in his life. I'm trying to get there too. Now,
Right.
women is different. Your biology, hey, you need to lose weight, baby. Lose that weight,
Right,
trim that
right.
body up, more pleasant
Mm-hmm.
attitude. Yeah, yours is a little different. But as far as the men, your timeline is different from hers. So I heard this, Sean, and you we could expound on this. So I was
Right.
listening to a guy. He said if you're a young man today, you're a Gen Zer, and say you're between the ages of 18 to 25, those women in that age range aren't your women. They're not. They're not your women. Those
Mm.
women belong. They're going to always go to older guys. Women always tend to date 3 to 5 years older than what they are. So, and you're
Right.
a young man in that age range. Those are not your women. The women coming behind you, those are the women that you need to target. Those ones who are
Mm.
5 to 6 years younger are the ones you need to target, because the ones in your age range, you have no value in their eyes. You still trying to build. But the younger
Right.
ones coming up, as you continue to build yourself, then you have leverage.
Right. Yeah. I mean that is so true, man. That's something that my mom taught me, my uncle definitely taught me, you know what I'm saying? And, I had conversations about, man. And there's certain stages in your life. And as a young man, it's all about the build up. It's all about the
Yeah.
building, and when you're young, guys, I mean, guys, man, work on yourself, man. Get yourself
Yeah.
established where you need to be. And sometimes, man, as a young man, man, you're going to go through the trials and areas of life and trying to find your way, trying to find your niche. So as you're going through that, don't get aggravated or irritated with it, man. But understand, man, you got to trust the process, man. As long as you working on your grind could be anything, man. The grind and the hustle, it's a broad road. It could be your education. It could be, trying to work on your craft as far as your being career minded, trying to stack your paper up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Realizing there's things that you can't do everything when you trying to stack that paper. What everybody
Mm-hmm.
else is spending money on, man, you got to let them do them, man, because once they are working hard and doing all those things, you're going to be already established while they still on that hustle and grind. You still hustling and grinding, but you ain't got to hustle and grinding as hard because you actually put your time and tenure in. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But putting the right pieces to the puzzle in place. You see,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how you build establishment. As you get more established, now as you get young, older and older and older, the more established that you get, the more your perspective starts to change, especially when it comes to that dollar, man. And
Yeah.
so you got to put yourself in a bracket and get yourself to a place, and it's going to take time. It's a marathon, not a sprint, baby. So it's going to take time. But if you work hard at anything in this life, your time to shine is going to come. Just stay the course and just be consistent. And then
Yeah.
once you get consistent, be smart. Okay. Now, almost like the Mike Jones theory, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I was this, nobody wouldn't pay me no attention. Now that I'm hot, everybody on me. So you're
Yeah.
gonna get that. Now you got to be wise in your choices. My mom
Mm-hmm.
used to tell me something all the time. She's like, Sean, you know what? The problem with you is you make the wrong choices in women. You make wrong women choices. And
Yeah.
she was absolutely right. Now I didn't agree with her at the time because I didn't want to hear that nonsense. And then, she was affecting my male ego.
Yeah.
But the woman was on point. There's a lot of things my mom said I didn't like and I didn't agree
Mm-hmm.
with.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much cursing her out in my mind because I sure wasn't gonna say that out verbally because I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
standing there right now. But my thing about it is that there's a lot of things I didn't agree with, but as I got older and they came and I saw exactly what she was saying, I was like, Jesus Christ, this woman is right. I have made, and then when I went back into my mental Rolodex of women that I've dated and married or whatever the case may be, I said, God damn, Sean, you made some badass choices. And if I would have just stopped, slowed down,
Mm-hmm.
you know, don't smell them roses, leave them roses right there where they at. If I would have just listened to that woman, man, it was a lot of things I went through that I wouldn't have not went through. So, fellas, what we trying to tell y'all, I'm talking about my fellas in their 20s, them early
Mm-hmm.
30s. Listen, man, take your time, work on your man self.
Yes.
Get that man self where it needs to be. Don't chase the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Chase that career. Chase that education.
Mm-hmm.
Chase those things that's going to be beneficial to you long term. Because once you get yourself established, you know, first is a saying. First, I need let me get the money, let me get the power, and everything else is gonna come into place.
Yeah.
Let me chase those things that's gonna be beneficial for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because once I'm chasing after that career, that education that's gonna set me up, then the chick can fall in, she can fall in line, somewhere. But be on your purpose and stay on your grind because a real woman, I'm not talking about little girls, a real
Mm-hmm.
woman is always going to appreciate a real man on his purpose, his hustle, and his grind. Because why she's going to appreciate that? Because she sees
Yep.
she sees what he's doing in action. She see that in fruition. She can physically see what he's doing, and she see what it's producing. But
Mm-hmm.
when you that dude who talking about and now I coulda, woulda, shoulda done. If you just a dude that's talking and you not producing nothing that woman can see, dude, she ain't even gonna respect you.
Yeah. And that's where with the chemistry and biology is that I don't care what kind of chemistry you have or what kind of biological connection you have, like especially with women, when it comes to women, that chemistry that y'all suddenly have and that biological connection, all of a sudden that ain't good enough for her no more if you broke. And if you and she may put up with it in the beginning, but eventually she like, okay, okay, you're a good looking dude and you coasting by off your looks. Eventually she was like, you need to make yourself useful. Because it's now seeing you and being with you, all right, that the allure of that is over with. What else are you bringing to me?
Right.
And it's all depending on what stage she is at in her life. She's going to have fun. She'll deal with that guy. But if
Right.
she's looking for something serious, looking for something solid, she tired of paying when y'all go out, and she tired of buying the weed, and you can't buy your own. I know them. I know y'all dudes out there be having your chicks getting weed from the weed man. All right, I know you. I know you. I know you. I've seen you. Those dudes.
That boy said I seen you.
Hey, those dudes. All of a sudden, oh, the chemistry's gone. Oh, look at that. Isn't that convenient that the chemistry's gone? Isn't that convenient?
That boy said I seen you. you see, you see,
Oh,
Brand. See, Brandon's a young man and then caught up on game. So here's the thing: that biology, like Brandon said, it's gonna fade after a while,
oh yeah.
and she gonna be like, "Look here, Negro, what is you doing? I mean, where is your life going? Do you have
Yeah.
a purpose? Do you have an agenda in life? What is you doing? I mean, what is you doing?" And see, in women's eyes, and I keep saying this. My mom said, baby, establishment is what a woman sees.
Mm-hmm.
If she does not see you established, that's like me. No, that's like somebody say, "Oh, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an entrepreneur." Well, I don't see nothing that you entrepreneuring. Where's your entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
Where is it? What can I physically go that your name is on the door or something like that? Man, you talking about, man, you on that wish factor. What
Yeah.
are you producing that woman can see that you are an established man?
We're not talking
Listen,
about your latest mixtape. Mm-mm. No, we're not talking about that.
we're not talking about that. She needs to physically see something, go someplace. I mean, she can touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Once she can touch it, it's real.
Yeah.
But if she can't touch it and she can't see it from the physical sense, it's not real. So, fellas, you got to step your game up on your establishment when it comes to being a man. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be on top of that and you got to stay in your purpose. And then you got to stay focused. Don't let the distraction of all that ass,
Yeah.
all that scattered ass out here, get you off focus. Because trust me, you can get off focus. I done been there. You can
Yeah.
get off focus, but You have to purposely stay in your focus no matter how hard it is, no matter how mad that person gets, or whatever the case may be. You have to stay on your focus because your focus is going to take you someplace. That ass ain't going to take you nowhere, but your focus is. And so you
Yeah.
have to understand that. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to stay on my focus. I see you. But I have to stay on my focus because I was on my focus before you came through my on my
Yeah.
across my path. I have to stay on my focus, period. Because me putting you in front of my focus, that's just not going to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's going to bring me down. That's not building me up.
Yeah.
You
To
know.
Lisa Reed says, beauty fades, women want stability. I'm going to modify that because she
Thank
is
you.
right.
Yeah.
She is right. But
Mhm.
women usually don't want stability today until their beauty starts to fade. Then
Mm.
that's when they will look for cover and stability and for a man to protect and provide. Because when they're in their prime now, they want to go gallivanting with the bad boys, the rappers, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the bums, the dude with the nice car, the guy they met in the club who had the chain on with the gold teeth, whoever, Kevin in sales,
Right.
whoever it is, they want to gallivant. And then once they get a little older and they realize, like, man, hey, girls turn to 18 every day. Hey, I'm not getting any younger. I'm 25,
Mhm.
26,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
27. It's
Right.
getting around that time where it's time to push the chips in and I got to find
Word.
somebody. But
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
after damn near a decade of you throwing your WAP around on the market. That's the
Mm.
problem.
Ooh, Brandon,
That's the problem.
I can't believe you went down on them, but I'm gonna expound on what you went down on them with. So,
Mm-hmm.
my uncle told me this years ago. He said, Sean, he said, I can't speak for all women, but some women, they are captivated on what's going on in the present. They're not thinking long term. That
Mm-hmm.
long term is gonna come later. That
Yep.
long term is gonna come later when they are not at the top of the food chain, so to speak.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? They think majority of them think right now. They don't think longevity. And a man on his purpose is building for longevity. A man on his
Longevity.
purpose is building to leave something for his kids, for his legacy. A man on his purpose, he is all about stacking that paper. He came and like, listen, I don't see you enough. Well, you know what? You ain't gonna see me enough. I got a purpose that's bigger than you. Okay, I got a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Me laying up under you ain't helping me build my empire, and you ain't helping me build my empire. All you want is attention and affection. You want me up your behind 24/7. That's not going to work. How is that helping me put dollars in the bank? How is that helping me take my business to the next level? How is that helping me branch certain,
Yeah.
just different, pretty much different limbs from that branch? How's that helping me just to brand myself in just where I'm at until different little things too, to have my business be multidimensional? Me being up under you, what is that doing for
Yeah.
me? That's not doing
Yeah.
anything for me. So it's hard to distract a man who is laser focused, and he's looking at you, he's hearing what you're saying, but in his mind he's like, okay, baby, everybody got what you got. Everybody got that vagina thing. So that's not helping me build anything.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's gonna give me pleasure for that 30 minutes or an hour, whatever the case may be. But then after that, there's reality.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women think about the present. They don't think about the future. They don't think about longevity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they want this and they want that. But what are you contributing to help build and help expound on that stability?
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about that, do we, ladies?
Yeah.
What are you contributing? What are you bringing to the table, but besides what's in between your legs? And when we can have that conversation, then we can talk. Until then, we got nothing to talk about. And I'm not trying to listen. Well, I'm not trying to come off rude or crass or anything, but the facts are the facts.
Yeah.
B, what you think about that?
True. True. That's why people are just in a tizzy with these guys. These guys called Fresh and Fit. They got a podcast. They've grown exponentially. Kevin Samuels used to come on their show. from time to time. He'll call in, and you know they'll have where set up where they have a bunch of ladies on the panel, and they'll bring in somebody popular like an artist, or you know they brought in like Mike Rashid, the workout guy. They brought in all different types of celebrities or whatever, and they have this round table where they talk with the girls. So they were talking. They went on a podcast. They were talking to Brittany Renner, and they were telling her that you're not special. You know, Myron told her you're not special. She said, well, why do you get off trying to tell women that they're not special? He said, no, I'm saying you're not special in the sense that every woman has what you have. You're not special on the dating market. When it comes to the type of men that you say you want, you're not special. You're just another woman. So what are you doing to separate yourself? Biology, you may pass the biology test, but are you passing the chemistry test? Are you fun to be around? You know, are you nice? Are you feminine? Are you cooperative? You know, am I getting yes more than I'm getting no's? It has to be said. What am I getting out of this deal? Because if I'm just getting some biology and some halfway chemistry, no, baby, no. At least we say agree, B. The average ones do. Oh, and those are the ones that kill me. Because highly attractive women understand what the game is. It's the average looking women who the way the game is set up for them, it's not set up for them to win. It's not. Even although being an average looking woman or a quote unquote plain Jane is not a negative on the market. It's actually a good thing because highly attractive women, as we find out, Sean, they belong to the city. They belong to the streets. If she's highly attractive, she's being sponsored by someone. I'm telling you, you ain't the first dude who rolled up on this fine woman and discovered her. Somebody already found out. Somebody already got there. Somebody's already been there. She's coming from somebody else's house while you trying to roll up on her in Publix getting some chicken wings. Like,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean that's a no-brainer, man. And fellas, man, you gotta be smart in this game of life. You know what I'm saying? You just have to be. And if you don't, you know, you're gonna play yourself out every time. And you got to be really, really smart when it comes to dealing in with some of these women, because some of these women, man, they got that game on lock, man. A lot of these women are really, really smart in how they make their moves, you know. But the you not special thing, I've been hearing that all my life about myself. So if my mother told me that I wasn't special, I sure let everybody know you are nobody special just because you got that thing right there. To stimulate and to captivate a man of purpose and a man that's doing something when his life is bigger than him, you got to have a little bit more than just that in between his legs, because that's being thrown at his ass every damn day. He need a catcher's mitt for all that stuff that's being thrown at him. So what are you going to do to keep that dude intrigued and interested in you? If your attitude bad, that ain't gonna work. He just biding his time. He gonna eventually cancel you and get another one anyway. The masculinity thing, that ain't gonna work. What are you doing? What do you have that is a contributing factor that he's like, you know what? She did something different about this chick. This chick got me thinking about this and that. No, you just going there been out. You're gonna be just tally it up that your title is always gonna be the bridesmaid and never the bride, because you don't have anything that can add to where his establishment is. So, but a lot of people don't want. Again, we live in a society that everything is catered towards our women. It's like that. But it's in the intelligent man's mind, it doesn't. His psyche doesn't think like that. His psyche is the total opposite of society's. I hear the Steve Harvey's and some of the stuff he say. Do I agree with everything Steve Harvey say? Hell to the no, man. Well, I don't, because and the reason I don't, because I was raised by a single black woman who taught me the other side. You see what I'm saying? not just a father who just taught me the man side
Right.
about the three P's, you know, the three P's or whatever, whatever. Listen, I get
Yeah.
all that. I'm not disagreeing with that brother about that, but there's a lot of things I don't agree with what he says.
Right.
That's because I was raised by a woman who taught me that other side and who taught me the difference between a partnership and a relationship.
Yeah.
He just got that one-sided approach. God bless him. He's got that one-sided approach, but that I mean he's older dude. He's old school, and that's just his philosophy. And I'm not knocking it. But when I'm taught by a woman about the balance of life. And I'm not getting into percentages of the 50-50. I'm not debating what he say about this 50-50. I'm not debating that. I'm talking about there is a flip side to every coin. When my mom explained things, she always say, Sean, have you ever in your life seen a one-sided coin or one-sided bill? Nope. There's always another side. You can't
Yeah.
ignore the other side. How do you ignore the other side?
Yeah.
That means so it's all about one person and damn you as a dude.
Yeah.
My mom didn't believe in that philosophy, and she was a damn woman, which is it's still mind blowing that she even thought like I've never met a woman that thought like she thought in my life. Period.
No.
I can't believe that a female thought that it's not one sided when it comes to men and women. It's a flip side to each coin. And so
Yeah.
for that to come from a woman, that showed me the character of her as a woman. The not I'm not going to say the fairness because there's no fairness when it comes to men and women. There never will be.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. But there's also a other side. You can't expect for this man to do this and do and not give a damn about how he feels, not give a damn about what he goes through, not support him, not be his helpmeet, which a lot of people need to understand the definitive meaning of what that helpmeet actually means because they got that show totally misconstrued. But she let me know that baby, there's a flip side to this man and women thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Lisa say women need to provide something different to that man to elevate him. Yeah, and you're right about that, Miss Reed. They do have to provide something different to elevate him. And I want to go back to what you said about Steve Harvey. I understand what it is now with Steve Harvey. I get it. I get it. I get what it is. You know, Steve works for corporations, and Steve has to toe a certain line. You know, like you said, society and everything is geared towards women. Do you think Steve gets to where he is today without catering and kowtowing and pandering to women? No, he
mm,
doesn't get that popular. If he tells the truth, because he throws some truth on top of the pandering every now and then. So he'll give him he'll give him some really elegant bread, you know, something very nice, something expensive, you know, some sourdough or something like that, and then he'll put that medicine right in between those fancy pieces of bread from time to
right,
time. I
right.
do see that,
Oh yeah, I
but for
see that
the
too.
for the most part, he has to toe a line, you know, when it comes to women. You know, and I get it. It's his job. It's what he does. But you
Right,
are right about that. About when it's about one side and not the other side, you got to let men be men. That's first and foremost. You
right.
have to let men be men. As a woman, whatever it is, let the man do it. And as the man does it, how about you be a cheerleader
Mm,
and not be a
right,
grumpy Gus? How about
right,
that? It,
right.
it, it really could all be so simple, but we were in a time where being a man is like it's almost like a bad thing. It's not a good thing. Anything you do is kind of vilified. Even your what was masculinity, being a man now is somewhat toxic now. And they want to redefine masculinity. And I'm not with that. You're not redefining nothing over here because
Right.
there's no gender fluidity over here. It's man's man over here. It's just what it is.
Yeah. And it also, man, um, you know, that's why a lot of men don't open up to their mental stuff, man. You
Yeah.
think about when I think about all the men who have opened up about the mental stuff and people have made memes out of that crap and have clowned men for opening up about their mental state of mind that like they can't have mental issues and struggle with things from the mental side of things and just the the lack of empathy and sympathy of what these men that struggle with like we talk when we talk about Will and Jada, we talk about any type of man that's actually struggled with something mental, or Tyrese when he was going through his thing,
Oh
you know,
man,
when it comes to his daughter, man, and how people were clowning him, man,
clowning.
and the stuff women said and stuff like that, man, it just lets you know, um, you know, but you expect us to be there for you and to support you when you need it. But you can't. When we go through our mental stuff, you depict that as weak, and you wonder why men don't open up. Why would a man want to open up to your ass when you look at him like like he can't struggle with something mentally?
Yeah,
Like he's less of a man that he's struggling with something mentally? A man who truly loves his damn child can't cry with his kid? What the hell is that all about? I mean, he is the reason, the big reason of why that child is here.
yeah,
That's his kid. That's his blood running through her veins, or his veins.
yeah,
So, and you making memes out of that. So I never thought that stuff was funny about the memes and stuff when men are struggling through things mentally. It
yeah.
is it's not a joke, but it lets us know how really fucked up our world is.
Yes,
But then
yes, it
they
does.
want to be catered to and spoiled and treated like a queen. Why should he treat you like a queen when you pretty much can't even support him with his basic mental shit?
Right.
Really? No,
Mm-hmm.
that's not how that works. It's never gonna work like that over here on Sean Avenue. It'll never work. Sean
No.
Avenue don't play that, and I really don't care because I'm like, you know what? I've had you. I mean, I ain't never had a problem in getting a woman in the woman department. I ain't never had that problem. Just because you walk away and we don't work out, and all of a sudden, nah, nah, I'll never. No, 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 you don't know me. I can show you some stuff now. I
Yeah.
can show you. I can dust off that number 21 player uniform. I can dust it off. I can
Mm-hmm.
dust it off and
Mm-hmm.
and swing with the best of them, baby. So
Pull out the Rolodex.
don't make me be that old dude that I used to be, because I can be that cat and get some bad ones. But my thing about it is that if we gonna be in this thing together, let's truly support each other as man and woman as man. You know, when you go through your mental stuff, I could be there for you. But when I go through my stuff, you're like, oh yeah, nah, it ain't that important. How that's supposed to work? That's not gonna work because he gonna peep game like, okay, this bitch is just selfish.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did say bitch because once you start doing certain things, yeah, you're a bitch in my eyes. I'm sorry. You get that bitch title.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, if that's offensive, well, don't put on the damn bitch uniform then. And you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about being offended by the word bitch.
Yeah. And I know that at a certain point that I'm gonna be everything but a child of God when you pissed off anyway. So when you
Oh,
become
yeah,
that,
of course. Of
when you
course.
become
That's a
that, yeah.
no-brainer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Hey, whether a band, hey, whether I'm an F boy, whatever you call me, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'll be
Let's
whatever
see.
you say.
Yeah, true strength for a woman is the ability to be submissive and let him lead.
Oh, Miss
Yeah,
Reed, you know you can't say that word. That word is blasphemous.
yeah. That's
Erroneous.
cancel. That's cancel
Erroneous on all
worthy.
counts.
Mm-hmm.
That word's gonna get you canceled, Miss Reed. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot say that. Erroneous.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you
That's a
say that
bad
word,
word.
submissive. That's a bad word.
It's a bad word. And
Submissive is a bad word, Miss Reed.
that's amazing to me, man. That's amazing. Lady I watch, I think I might have I told you about her. We haven't talked about it, but I think I told you about her, Lady Crimson Cure, and she was talking about that submission, and she said, ladies, he said, y'all talk about submission. She said, but you know that you submit to men on a regular basis? She's like, you do know that you submit to a man on a regular basis. So she played a clip of this lady, black lady, older lady. She was in Mexico, and she had, I guess, a rental car. She's driving through town in
Right.
Mexico, and she ran out of gas. So she ran out of gas. She she spoke just enough Spanish to get to hold the conversation to figure out what she needed to do. So the lady told her about a cab. So she was like, well, I could get an Uber, and the Uber be cheaper than the cab. So she ended up getting an Uber, and the Uber driver, he takes her to the gas station. Thankfully, he had a gas can. So he filled up the gas can, didn't have a funnel. She was like, oh, well, I don't have a funnel. Well, what am I going to do? So he told her, go in the store, get a liter bottle of water and buy that. And of course, he cut the bottom off, poured the water out, and put the top in and poured it through the bottom of the bottle to go into the tank, right? And she said, right there, you had to submit to that man because you needed his help. That's the thing. This is that illusion of strong, independent crap. Because you strong and independent until you get a flat tire, baby. Let's call it what it is. Men are needed. Men will always be needed. If men are no longer here, everything around you crumbles and falls. It dies. Men bring life. But women always talk about, well, where's the life? No, you birth life. Without a man's seed, is nothing but death in your womb. Men are the givers of life, and we're the builders.
Right.
So when I hear that when they talk about being submissive, well, if you ain't gonna be submissive to your husband, you're gonna be submissive to your boss. You're gonna be submissive to dudes out and about when you're in trouble, you got situations and you need help with something. Hey, the car breakdown right now. You calling up a woman? No, you calling a man. Somebody breaking into the house and you getting on the phone calling 911. They calling the all-female police department? No, most likely it's gonna be men that show up. Right. Oh, the house on fire. Oh, okay, yeah, male firefighters most likely coming through because they can do 200-pound body deadlifts and the women can't. That's just it's what it is, man. It's what it is. I'm sorry, it's what it is. I can't make it no plainer than that.
Man, that was good, man. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. B. We may have to do a part, man. B, man, boy, I hope I hope one of us jotting down these part twos and stuff we gotta do.
Well, we got we got so many part twos at this point. I can hear Dr. Dre in the background going on the next episode. Dude, we got so many part twos around here, man.
Miss Reed said, no problem with submission over here. LOL.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Miss Reed, you go, girl.
She said they gonna take her female card. Yeah, they already got the paperwork in, Miss Reed. I just want to let you know to get you booted out. They already got the paperwork in.
They sure do. Miss Reed, whoever your man is, he's a lucky dude. He's a lucky dude.
Yeah.
Hey, when you be chiming in on here, boy, he lucky. He lucky. Wherever he's at, he may be next to you right now. He may be taking a shower or something. Wherever he's at, he's a lucky dude to have a woman open-minded, a sense of clarity and common sense. He is very lucky, whoever he is.
When the females take the female card away, be like, okay, that's cool. I got a man. Do you?
Right.
Do you? Do you? Do you?
Right. You're in that cold bed alone today, because boy, it's cold outside right now. Yeah, definitely. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with my final thoughts, B, and I'm gonna have you go see. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up, ladies, with the biology, men, the biology over. It's always got to be chemistry over biology at the end of the day, because looks will fade. We will get older. Things start going south a little bit, or whatever the case may be, especially if we're not up on our fitness game. So here's the thing. This is my message for the men and for the ladies, because we both need to understand that. Men were created first for a reason. So ladies, when you get into and men, you need to understand this, man. My mom had to break this down. She had to always remind me, you were made first for a reason, Sean. When you forget about that reason and you forget that you were made first for a purpose and a reason, then what you do, you follow in to wherever society wants to lead you. And that's what you buy into, and that's what you go with. Yeah. When you know your purpose as a man from the big man upstairs, or why he made you first, you will not be moved out of your position ever, period. Mm-hmm. And you have to stand in that position, because as long as you stand in your position of purpose of why you were made first, the big man upstairs is always going to have your back, no matter if your wife come against you, your girlfriend, fiance, whatever. She can't penetrate that. And if she mad at anybody at the end of the day, of why you mad, why you were made first, she better be mad. She better be mad with the man upstairs, and she gonna lose that battle, period.
Yeah.
Because he ain't to be questioned. He orchestrated and designed things in that order for a reason. He took a rib of man and made your dad ass.
Yeah.
Okay, you got to understand that, and you forget about that. You forget about that with your attitudes, and you this and you that. Come on, man. Come on. Get
Hmm.
let's get this thing. It Things are out of order because we have made it that way. Men, we've done this.
Yeah.
We've allowed things to get out of order and disarray, and now it's a clusterfuck of dramatic proportions.
Hmm.
Men, we have done that. Until we take our positions back as men, okay, it's always going to be this way. So whatever you are in life, you do not have to follow behind these what society brothers, you do not have to follow behind what this effed up society is telling you you got to follow.
Yeah.
You ain't got to get in that damn line.
Yeah.
I refuse to conform or transform my way of thinking, my mindset, how I view things, the way society views it and thinks. No, you society. Uh, with all due respect to anybody that's watching, fuck society. I will
Yeah.
never follow you. I will never befriend you, society. I will
Mm-mm.
never think like you. I won't love like you, talk like you, walk like you, do things like you. I won't follow your society trends. Society, me and you have nothing to talk about because I know where I stand and I know who I am as a man. You're not
Yeah.
going to get me to do the opposite just because you say that's how it's supposed to be done. No, the hell it ain't. I follow a different order. I follow a different path. I know who I am as a man. And brothers, until you know who you are as a man, you're going to still get run over. You're going to still get dogged. You're going to still get talked down wrong. Now, brother, you ain't got to put up with that nonsense, bro. You don't have, men, you don't have to put up with that shit. I
Yeah.
bullshit and shit that they be throwing out. You ain't got to put up with that
Hmm.
because the real woman, the virtuous woman, I ain't talking about little girls, brothers. I ain't talking about that because there's plenty of them out there. I'm talking about real women. She's gonna get in line behind that real dude who knows his purpose as a man,
Yeah.
and she ain't gonna be trying to rock the boat. She ain't gonna be trying to have a dick measuring contest with you. She ain't gonna
Nope.
be about that life because she knows the order of the way things supposed to be. Things are out of order in our world because we have made it that way.
Hmm.
So that's my final thought. B, take it to the house.
I'm glad you said what you said, sir. I came to that conclusion a long time ago, Sean. I
Mm-hmm.
said the way things are today. I said, I said, what's really the root cause of all of this today? And I came to the conclusion you came to. It's the men. It's
Oh
the
yeah,
men.
it's our
It's the
fault
men's
all day
fault.
long. It's our
We
fault
talk.
all
We
day
could
long.
because we talk about you, ladies. But ladies, just know we love you. Just know that we talk and we
We
kid and
sure
we
love you.
joke. Hey, we gonna give you this medicine, and we ain't gonna sugarcoat it, and I don't pander to you, and I'm gonna give it to you straight up. But I will say it is the men. No doubt about it. It is the guys because women are only operating the way guys allow them to. So if you
Right.
meet a woman, you like, man, this chick's insufferable. I don't like her mindset. Blah blah blah. Some guys are putting up with that. That's why she's like that. Because if every guy was like, oh, hell no, I ain't dealing with this, she wouldn't think that way or be that way. She would change immediately. But
Right.
she doesn't have to change. She can be as nasty as she want to be, as terrible as she want to be, as bitchy as she want to be. And what do dudes do? Cater, kowtow,
Mm-hmm.
and pander to
Mm-hmm.
her. It's the
Mm-hmm.
guys. No doubt
It's
about it.
always it's always us, bro. It's always gonna be us. I
Yeah.
mean, I was told that too as well. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about women. See, women will fall behind the right man.
Yeah.
She gonna fall behind the right man. If you B, you killed it with that. If you allow her to do that bullshit shit, she's going to continue to do that bullshit
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But she will fall behind. I've seen it done. I've seen some rough, hard women fall behind the right dude.
Yep.
Little boys, she ain't listening to you. Those little boys, she gonna run all over you. Little boys, she gonna embarrass your ass in public. She gonna talk to you any kind of way. Little boys. But when that real man stands up and he looks her in the eye and don't bat an eye, he speaks. Oh, she is going to follow suit behind that real man. Now that
Yeah.
little boy, she gonna dog him the hell out
Yeah.
because you ain't even standing up for your own damn self. Dude, if you ain't standing up for your own self, listen, brothers, if you ain't got no damn self-respect for your own self, how in the hell do you expect that woman to respect you?
Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. They say Lisa Reed say men are always going to be held accountable ultimately. Oh yeah, that was one of our first
Yeah,
shows
that was
where
one of our first shows.
men held to a
Oh,
different standard than women are.
oh
You're
yeah,
always
oh yeah.
held accountable. Yeah. They're
And
always
here's
gonna.
the thing, B. Here's the thing, B. I remember my mom telling me, you know what? The big man upstairs is always holding you accountable and responsible. When something goes wrong, he ain't gonna be say, "Hey, Sean, where's Rebecca at? Or where or where's Val at? Or where's Joanne at?" No, he like,
Mhm.
where you at?
Where you at?
You got you, so you letting this happen when I made you first. You
Mhm.
allowing her just to do whatever the hell she want to do
Yeah.
when I made you first. Talk to you any kind of way, treat you like you 3 years old. That's not what I made you. I ain't make you like that. I didn't you that's not even in your makeup. You are allowing this to happen. So he
Yeah.
is holding us men always accountable and responsible for how that house is. And that
Yeah.
house is that relationship or partnership, whatever you want to call it, is. He's holding you accountable and responsible. You have to get that thing in line. And one or two things is going to happen. Either she's going to get in line or is she getting the hell away from me?
Yeah.
There is
That's,
no gray area.
nope. Yes or no? Yeah. Yes or no?
Yeah, because two of us ain't going to be in this relationship with no damn vagina. It's not happening.
Right.
Because when I
Yeah.
woke up this morning and I said, okay, I'm right, there's my penis. Hey, it's never turning into no damn vagina. It's never going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So
Oh.
you either gonna get on this penis trail or we ain't doing this. And it's
Yeah.
only one penis in this relationship, and I have it attached to me. So it is what it is. You can call me whatever you want to. I really don't care. I've been called worse.
Yeah.
Words don't hurt me. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So hey, and I was this was going that was going to be my going to my final thought was no matter what the chemistry is and no matter what the biological connection is, you got to be able to walk away from
Mm-hmm.
it at any given moment.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care how much time you put in, what you guys have together, whatever. You need to be able to drop it at any time. When it needs to be dropped, you need to be able to drop it. Not dropping it is the reason why we're in what we're in today. Where men have allowed women to run amok, roll over them, say whatever, cater to them, and reward bad behavior. They teach you when you're teaching children, you don't reward bad behavior. You teach those lessons. You give hard stances on the lessons. Or what happens? You end up with a kid that doesn't respect you and take you seriously.
Right.
It's just what it is. And not saying that you have to treat women like children, but let's be honest. You're the leader. You're the teacher. She's most likely the student. She's going off your lead. You have to remember that.
Right.
That's all I got, man.
That's it, man. It was good, man. Listen, man. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. Leave your comments. Listen, like, subscribe. A, B, how can the people find you, bro, on social media?
Find me Facebook, type in Brandon Lampley, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you name it, Brandon Lampley. Twitch, follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna start streaming a video game stream soon. That's coming. So follow me on all those platforms. Hey, go back and look at my show that I did yesterday, The True Definition of a Sports Fanatic. We talked about the divisional round of the football weekend. Talked about the Jaguars head coach's search. It was a great show. Talked about Barry Bonds should be in the Hall. Go check those things out. And we will be back Monday, Sean. What we doing
Monday.
Monday? So Monday around
Monday at
noon.
12. Mm-hmm.
Monday at 12. We're gonna be on my platform again. So come check that out. Rejection is protection. We're gonna talk about it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. B, that's a boy. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good one, boy.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good one. Yeah, so y'all stay up, man. And like I always say at the end of my segments, man, I'll start judging people once I'm perfect too. But since this brother is no way, shape, form, or fashion in no danger of ever becoming perfect, you'll never have to worry about this brother ever judging you. Y'all stay up. Remember, love is love. We'll catch y'all on the flip. Be stay easy, man.
All right now,
I'll
man.
see you on Monday, man. Y'all be safe out there, babe. All right. Nothing but
All right.
love. Peace.
Peace.